extorted. They were getting abused by other ethnic groups. Of course, they had to fight. So when they finally fought for recognition and realized the power was there, they used it to their advantage.
You said something, dog. If you get more than whatever visits, and if you don't want to bring this in, then don't get no visits, right?
Yeah.
That's a choice to me. May not be the best choice, but it's a choice under the circumstances that I'm in. I'm not. That's their home, dog. That's their home. That's them. Visiting. I'm just passing by, homie. And if I don't want to be with it, then you know what? It's gonna hurt. Yeah, whatever. It's gonna bother you to a certain extent. But you know what? If I don't really want nothing to do with that, then you know what? I'm not gonna get no visits, homie. I can call. They got tablets now. They, fuck, I'll see you. It's all right. It's not like I'm gonna leave with you anyways at the end of the visit.
Nah, but
But if
that's not proper leadership. That's like how you started off in the beginning. It's a dictatorship. I don't think you, as a Sureno, that's willing to pull out a banger when the time of need, like you said, you're willing to because you're a warrior. But to restrict you and limit you on your program and your way of living and your own positive aspects of life because your life doesn't fit their favor.
once again, I'm in their home, dog. I'm in their place. Well, they set the rules, dog. They've been setting the rules,
Yeah.
you know. And now that they're out there, what do people think was gonna happen, homie? Think about it, honestly. Some of these cats were there for what, 30 years, 25 years,
Yeah.
32. You did a stretch, when you
Yeah.
finally had freedom, you were doing what you wanted to do, right?
Yeah.
What was best for you. They're doing what's best for them, homie. At the same time, if you don't want a part of this, dog, then and at the same time, that makes it easier for them to know who's really with it and who's not. That's how I look at it.
So it's a
Who's
matter
with it
of
and who's
proof.
not.
Now they came out, so you have to prove your loyalty even that much more. As if you and the rest of the camaradas in the '90s and the early 2000s, before the release of the shoe, wasn't enough approval.
But remember, in every hole I ever been to, every shoe I ever been to, bro, it's always been the same people. Whether it be a whites, northerners, morenos, raza, it's always the same people you will see, dog. The same individuals, homie. You know, like I was a fuck okay. I see, hey, I see no boy. I know that gabacho from fucking. We were in Centinela together in the hole. Bam, I bump into him in fucking Ironwood hole. Bam, I bump into him in Calipatria hole. Bam, I bump into him in the shoe again years later. It was always the same people. Everybody would tear in the yard. Hey, I'm down to do whatever. Before they got released, I'm down to do whatever, homie. I'm with the business. But when the time was and something had to get taken care of, oh, dog, I got to visit. Oh, man, I'm going to get my package. Why I got to go if I didn't mess up? I'm not up to bad. Why? There's always an excuse, homie, as opposed to saying, fuck it, dog, I'm down. I get it, homie. We all got to get our hands dirty, you know? And there was so many of that, no, nah, not me. I can't. Oh, no, bro. Why me type of shit. Hey, dog, we're all here together, fool. We're all going to get our hands dirty. Ain't none of us better than the next person, dog. If you're really with it, once
Yeah.
again.
Yeah. I like how you put that. If you're really with it,
That's
the
just me, bro.
emphasis.
You know, that's just me.
I'm gonna tell you about something. I remember when I first got to jail and I had spoke about it on my channel. I said that Norteños that had status that were leadership positions and running the yards on behalf of the NF, it became a point for like almost 10 years that we were utilizing Northerners in the same sense, like a Sureno sending a Southsider on a mission. And so it reached back to us in 2011, 2012 when the NF was like, hey, bro, why are all these Northerners coming back here for these pegadas? That's your guys' job. And then now that I think about it, it makes a lot of sense. We're out there to protect the gente. We don't have to utilize them and abuse them and send them on missions when we were supposed to be doing that. And that's what
No,
changed. So there's a lot of people that are gonna raise their hands on behalf of working for these big homies, just like camaradas all work for at one point the Mesa. They all work for a big homie. they could be utilized for that fashion in the sense that for those that don't want to join these politics, like you said, and want to just stay out the way and not rub elbows with them, that was our job to give those individuals an opportunity to stay away from it, not continue to incriminate their lifestyle, and actually make it home because that's what these yards were established for. So our
Yeah.
people can finally go home and do time peacefully.
No, no, yeah, and I hear you on that. But once again, me personally, homie, if you talk the talk, homie, I want to see you walk the walk.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna send you blindly. I'm gonna be like, come on, homie, we're gonna go do this together. I'm gonna show you how it's done. And if you don't, like I said, I got it, homie. The fuck, I got it. I'm gonna show you what it's about, dog. You talk like everybody wants to talk, homie. I hear what you're saying. Those people should do, dog. But there's so many people that put their foot in their mouths, dog.
oh yeah, I can agree with you
As,
on that one.
as opposed to just, you know what, homie, humble yourself, G. There's nothing wrong with wanting to go home. There's nothing wrong with that, bro. There's nothing wrong with wanting to go see your parents before they pass away, or your old lady before she decides to leave you because you're a fucking knucklehead, or wanting to be a part of your brothers, your sisters, whatever family's life, dog. There's nothing wrong with that. But 80% of the time, fools put their foot in their mouth, homie, trying to be too hard for the yard, dog. Instead of just saying, "Hey, homie, I'm here, dog." Like that's not really my, you know. Sometimes, like you said, sometimes your hand is pushed, dog.
Yeah,
And you know what? You better respond the right way, dog, because there's consequences for everything.
yeah,
Me personally, I ain't never told nobody, hey, fool, go do this when they had a month or year to pat. Like, nah, dog, I'll take care of it. Watch out, dog. I'll take care of it, fool. How am I gonna look, dog, telling the homie, hey, fool, we couldn't find nobody to do this holiday? Like you said, what's he gonna tell me? What the fuck? What are you there for? And I've been there, homie, when I got in those kites, homie, that bit, hey, woo, gotta go, or whatever has to happen on a piece of paper. And I'm like, I would never question. They'll be on a piece of paper, homie. And I never questioned it. Whether it was smart or dumb of me, I can't call it, but hey, I was always good, nonetheless, you
yeah.
know. And so that's why I don't get why these people, they want to act, they want to say this, they want to say that. Hey, homie, you put yourself in that predicament, dog. You put that artwork on you that you weren't supposed to get. You put that tattoo on you. You know, that's not. If you want to go home, that's not for you, dog. But you're putting yourself in that predicament.
Oh yeah, about the tattoo videos we did together.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, I do understand. Can you break the concept of a resident down because I've seen a lot of people misinterpret it. I had my interpretations, but it's better to get it from the source and like get an understanding like what a resident is because I had a misconception on it, and I can admit that I always thought that they were just regular individuals from down south defend the household, defend the Sureno program in the time when like it permits. But do they have any other obligations like a Southside or a Sureno would?
Yeah, see, people get that No, you're right about what a resident is. A resident is somebody, dog. You don't gangbang. You're just from wherever city you're from, homie. You know, you're from North Hollywood. You're just a resident. You grew up in North Hollywood. You didn't gangbang. You got busted for some shit. But where do you live at?
Down south.
Down south. Okay. You're not a paisa. So what other choice do you have of who you run to? And then you know how it is, bro. You're gonna run with somebody because you're gonna run with somebody. That is not an option. You know. Okay. Bam. You go to county jail, whatever. You run a. I'm just a resident. All right. Cool. You're a resident. Cool. I don't bang. I just okay. Bam. Who you gonna roll with? Oh, fuck it with you guys. So he's considered a Southsider, homie. He's just a non-affiliate. He's not from any barrio. He's gonna follow the rules just like any of the Southsiders. If it jumps off, jumps off. You better get in. You know, whatever rules we comply to, we have to follow. You're gonna have to do the same thing. You know. Now, a Southsider could be someone that's from a barrio that just doesn't want the little extra stuff, homie. He doesn't want the politics. He doesn't want to be told what to do to a certain extent. You know what I mean? He's there too on the yard, homie. He's just there, like on the yard, Jumps off, whatever is a racial riot, he'll get in. If he has to pass a fierro, same thing with the resident. If there has to pass a fierro or a kite or a dope or stage a fight, whatever, things of that little nature are expected for them to do, you know. And then you get your other ones, you know what I mean? Sureños that, from my understanding, my teachings and my knowledge of it is we don't ask questions, homie. Camaradas, we don't ask, we don't wait on nobody, dog. Further, we got to do what we do, and that's it. You know, there's not that oh I want to maybe I do maybe no. We do what we do, homie. Ain't no saying no at all for us, homie. It's a cool. I got it. Don't trip, Simon. Yeah, I'll be done. You know,
Hey,
these other
this
cats more or less have an option unless they look for it, homie. Unless they want to be raising their hands, you know, want to be talking shit and want to be acting like they're all tough for the yard, homie. Like they're too hard, too gangster for radio, dog. They don't
yeah,
go that way, homie.
yeah,
They don't. And like I said, I've seen it lots of times, homie, when motherfuckers put themselves in that predicament, you know, by not knowing how to conduct themselves, by not knowing how to behave, but I know how to talk to people properly, dog. And by thinking once again that they're hard, you know. There's a lot of homies, dog, that just because we have numbers, they think that they can talk them.
feed me one.
Yeah, and it doesn't work that way, dog. Because there's gonna be someone who's gonna get tired of your mouth, homie, and be like, "All right, fool, you really with them? Well, come on, let's see what it's about. Show me." You told me, great ass story, fool. And I want to see it in person. Show me, bro. You know, straight up, dog. Show me.
Hey,
You
but that's
know, I'll
actually a
believe.
positive message.
I'll believe when I see it, homie. And if that's not what you want, like I said, go in there, do your time, go to school, homie, go work out, get your rutina. You know, if they ask you to kick into the kitty, to whatever, kick in. You know, if they're gonna throw a spread, build that commodity, homie. You know, I met a lot of good homies, dog. You know, and that's a lot of people that I still stay in contact with, dog, that are busted. Shoot, I'm fed everything, dog, because they're my brothers, homie. Them fools were willing to ride for me, and dog, they were willing to kill for me, and I for them. Not any person's gonna be willing to do that for you, homie. And your family won't even do that for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So that's why I said to me, it was a we bonded, homie. We bonded on a different level, homie. The closest thing, and maybe it's not the best analogy I could use, is the same thing for a war veteran, dog, Vietnam veteran, Iraqi veteran, homie. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
The
People in the
commodity
army,
that they have with the commodity they have with the infantry, homie.
yeah, they have a strict brotherhood. They take care of each other on the streets. They have barbecues together. Their family is like their family. Yeah,
You know
that is the concept
exactly.
of a brotherhood.
Exactly, bro. So those 10, 15 fools that I grew up with in their dog as a little kid, hey, homie, and I have a family, homie. Thankfully, I have my family, whatever. They're loving, but they weren't always. And I don't blame them, homie, because life is busy out here. Life is fast out here, homie. You know, those years, 5, 6 years, when I didn't get no birthday cards from my family. Who was around me a birthday card? My homies in the room. On my birthday, who was making me whatever, burritos or pruno or fucking getting me high, whatever. They were. Christmas, who was always like, hey, I got something for you, dog. A little sack or whatever. Once again, pruno, whatever. You know, it was the small things, homie. If I needed a sub, dog, I knew, bam, homie, estaba. You know, whatever they had, I had, homie. Whatever I had, they had. It wasn't about selfishness. Like a lot of these fools are selfish, homie. All they care about is me, me, me. And it's not about you, dog. We're all in this together, homie. We're all in this together, dog. There's no reason why one camarada or one homie should have fucking, he doing very well off. And I get it. His family takes care of him, whatever. But you mean to tell me you can't shoot 20 soups to your neighbor that doesn't have shit?
Yeah, that's only what, $2.
Come on, dog. Think about it. You know what I mean? You can't do that. You can't shoot the homie that don't got nothing, that's wearing the state blues all the time, a soap or lotion for his hygiene. But you want to talk about the homies this, the homies that. It's more than just the violence, dog. It's more to it than, to me, it was always more than just the violence and smashing on who we had to smash on. No, bro, once again, it's uplifting the people, dog. Looking out for everybody, homie. If this person doesn't have this or whatever, that was always me, dog. If I, hey, homie, hey, dog, I don't have this. Sometimes for other see fools that didn't have shit, dog, they wouldn't have to ask me. Here you go, homie. Some soap, a body wash, deodorant, toothpaste, toothbrush. Bam, homie. Here goes a jar of coffee, fool. You know, before,
Yeah.
homie, I used to pressure people. Not how can not pressure, but I'll be like, hey, dog, this needs to be done. They'll be like, oh, why me? Oh, and I was kind of bully them until the homies like, fool, you gotta come at them different, homie. So what other way, homie? All right, cool. And I don't mean it to be deceiving or think like, oh, shoot them shit. You know, if I got dope, I'll shoot them a paper, whatever. But it's like, fuck it, homie. If I spread the wealth around, these fools are gonna appreciate me more and are gonna be willing. And that's what it was, homie. Motherfuckers at the end were like, be willing to go. Hey, dog, you need something done? I got you, homie. You looked out, homie. I needed that phone call to call my Evita who was sick, and you looked out. You made me a three-way, you know, or you saw that I didn't have nothing. I was in need, dog, and you came through. You blessed me with whatever it was, dog. That's what to me it is, homie. You know, that's what I was taught. That's what I was shown. You know, but this new generation nowadays, homie, they're very selfish, homie. They don't know how to be humble, dog. They don't know how to be quiet and listen. They want to talk, and be loud. They think by them being yelling or raising their voice, homie, that they're getting their point across. They're not. You know, you
Hey,
gotta be able to listen.
you mentioned earlier, right? Staging fights. I seen those plenty of times, and I used to be confused on the yard. I used to be like, man, look, I always thought Southsiders like this was on a level 4. It wasn't Sad Ave. I was like, bro, I thought Southsiders just like if somebody had to go, they just banged him out, like try to take his win. And then I learned later on down the road what a staging a fight was and what was the sole purpose. But go ahead and explain from your aspects.
Well, you know what it is, bro. Staging a fight is just staging a fight. We gotta get this fool. We want all the time with this bot over here, you know. And we're gonna do what we gotta do, though. So while the Hudas are running over here to this side of the yard, homeboys over here getting got good, you know. Or sometimes we just need to get a kite to the back, or
Yeah.
maybe some dope to the back. And that's all. You know how it is. You're gonna send you to the hole for what, a day or two. You guys sign your little marriage chrono. You come back out. You drop off whatever you had to drop off, or relay whatever message you had to relay, and that's it. You know, that's all it is, bro. Really,
Yeah,
you know.
I remember asking the big homies if we could do that. When I seen that, I was like, bro, if you guys keep asking us for communication, we got homies getting validated going to the shoe. Like we can do that too. And we got shut down quick. Like we are not putting hands on homies, bro. We don't do that. Cause I guess back in the day in the 90s and the 80s, the older homies were implementing policies called physical discipline. Instead of giving them burpees and essays, they were just beating on the homies in the cells until finally, after like so many years, they were like, bro, we're victimizing our own people now. And they stopped it. But when I seen the stage fighting, I was like, bro, but we couldn't do it. If we're gonna remove somebody, I couldn't have these two homies over here boxing while we're booking this one because we're all gonna go to the hole anyways, and the homies are gonna question like, hey, bro, why would these two
No,
fools
no,
over
hey,
here
but see,
fighting?
no. Then once again, bro, no offense. You know, like I know you guys. I know you guys get done. Like I said, I've been places with you guys. You guys are soldiers, just like we are, homie. Difference is, you guys don't have the numbers. You guys can't afford to lose that people. You know,
Yeah,
you guys don't have those numbers. You know, we're abundance in numbers, dog. Not that anybody's disposable, but you don't want to stab somebody. Cool, hey, homie, we just need you to stage this little fight, fool, where we handle business over here. You know what I mean? Or, you know, hey, you know, maybe you can assist us by taking this kite. Now, don't get me wrong. This time the fool's fucked up, down. They just had to get a little 2-on-1 real quick, get mollywop, get sent to the hole, you know? They had to get disciplined, dog. And then in the yard, homie, and you know this and I know this, dog, only thing respected in prison is violence. It's violence, homie. So, as opposed, maybe his person offense wasn't so bad as stabbing him, but he had to get his ass whooped, dog. He just had to get his ass whooped because what he did was not allowed, dog. And, you know, people be like, oh, Sunset, dog, we run a tight ship, homie, but we can't just let certain shit go, you know?
yeah,
So, you got to get your ass whooped, dog. And maybe these two cats that whooped your ass, maybe they had to clean something up. Maybe one of them got drunk on the tier and was being loud. Maybe one of them came out drunk to the yard, you know? Or maybe he was being asked to go to the back for a reason. So we utilize all that, dog. But now it's not like that no more, homie. Now you're not, you know,
you're taking wind only.
they're eight, dog. And I understand that, homie. I understand that. Because when they were out in the mainline, homie, everybody was, before in the past, everybody was expected to conducting. There's a difference, homie. Like I tell people, what are you, dog? Oh, me, I'm a criminal, dog. I'm a fucking thug. I'm this. I'm again. Oh, I'm a convict, homie. I'm a convict. You know, you were expected before. There was no rules, homie. It wasn't. You were expected to know how to behave, homie. You know, and when people don't know how to behave, what do? You correct them, homie. The military does it. Everybody does it. Look, these are standards that we're gonna live by. Boom, same thing. These are standards we're gonna live by, dog. Now that's what I'm saying. Now, they weren't before. They wouldn't just hit somebody just to hit somebody. No, they were trying to take their win.
Yeah, back in the
Both
70s.
sides were. Both sides were, bro. So I don't know why everybody's now like, oh, all violent. Like, get the fuck out of here, dog. Once again, they're not playing with nobody, homie. They're not playing with nobody. And if we do gotta get you, you know what? We're gonna get you good, homie. And yeah, try to take your win. Sounds fucked up because maybe the infraction it wasn't that severe to where that was needed for. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, once again, dog, with them out there on the line now, it's a different ball game. Different ball. Nobody has time, homie, for it. You know what I mean? Nobody has time to bickering and fools not knowing how to behave. And so, especially this little new generation, homie, that wants to act, behave, in no disrespect to the Morenos, they want to imitate them, dog, and act like them, dog. When that's not us. You know, that is not us, dog. I've been in spots before, fool, where we were going at it with the Morenos, homie, and they told us straight up, hey, dog, if you want to bump that music, rap, go on that side of the day room with them then. You know?
Serio?
Yeah. Go on that side with them, dog. You know?
But don't Southerners rap hip hop?
Nah, but back then it wasn't that big, though. You had what, Mr. Criminal, if it was pushing that, from Aruca and that type of bullshit rap, homes. Now I get it. Now I get it. Now it's a marketing scheme, dog. It's money making, you know.
Yeah,
But
because
before it
Southside
wasn't,
rap is pretty hot right now.
But back then it wasn't like that, bro. It wasn't too many, you know. It wasn't too many, bro. You have who, Mr. Night Out, Mr. Fucking, look at the
No.
fucking names out, Mr. Night Out. Get the fuck out of here, homie. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, hold on,
Mr.
hold on.
Capone, Mr. Capone.
You ain't never lean like a cholo?
I ain't never done none of that shit, homie. That shit disrespectful as fuck.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna talk to you when we get off the phone. When we get off the interview,
That's
I
real
love you,
shit,
dude. I
dog.
like, I love you, bro. That's what's up. Nah, but yeah,
That's
I understand they made a big statement, bro. They were hot, and I think their music, honestly, bro, encouraged a lot more people to just be proudly just. Oh,
like I said, bro. That opened up doors, homie, for them. You know what I mean? That opened up doors for us, dog. But we gotta remember, homie, we come from just like any race, homie, has a rich history behind it, dog. We should be proud of where we come from. I'm not being ignorant, saying no, f them or whatever, Nah, bro, we all have a history, a rich history where we come from. We should be proud of where we come from. Now, if we can collaborate, we can make money with them and embrace their culture just like they embrace our culture, then I'm all for it, bro. But at the same time, you gotta remember, in there, a lot of the homies still speak like when they were out in the streets, dog, in the 70s and 80s, before everybody started using the N word, you know, before everybody was saying nigga this, nigga that. Nah, bro, you know, that tripped me out, like, whoa, shit. But I
yeah,
get it. Some homies, their fathers are right next to Moreno, so they grew up with them talking like that. I get those, I understand, but other ones is like, fool, you're surrounded by nothing but raza. The fuck are you talking about? You know? Like, come on, like, get the fuck out of here,
yeah.
I don't get that.
Yeah, I get. Trust me, bro. When I first started YouTube and I first got out, I was that kind of person. And in all honesty, I think my audience they kind of corrected me in my behavior, in a sense that they gave me something to look forward to and to be proud of, and created a voice for myself when it comes to YouTube and being a representative. that I actually learned to discipline myself and stop using it, become better educated and use my words differently.
I might slip up and say it here and there. I'm not gonna lie, but it's not in our language every day, Holmes.
Nah, it ain't.
You know,
Sometimes I
I
get
can't.
criticized for not speaking Spanish properly or not saying the right word or not knowing
You
Spanish
know,
altogether.
my parents are paisas, dog. My whole family's paisas, homie. They're all Mexicans, dog. They're all paisas, homie. Ain't none of them never talked that way or spoke like that in front of me. Times are changing. I get it. Times are changing. People need to evolve. But you gotta remember, once you go to prison, homie, where you ran when you were busted, your mentality and your language is still from that era, that time frame. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why you still see some of the homies, with their creased up shirts, like a more like 3, 4 lines in them. Like, God damn, how many lines can you put in that shirt? And their shorts are still up to their belly buttons. The socks are still up to the knees. You know, they walk with their shirt folded up on their arms. Nice thin crease, homie, with this thing shot in their bandana on. You know,
And
right or
sometimes I want
wrong,
to practice doing that again, bro. Like I miss those days.
right or
I
wrong.
kind of got out of hand with the new eras and the new way of dressing. But sometimes I always go to the store and I'll be seeing like the Charlie Browns or I'll see some Pendletons and I'll tell my girl like, damn, bro, I want to wear
Hey, bro,
that.
that's all I wear. Straight up, Charlie Brown's, homie, white tees, and my 501s.
Yeah,
You know, I told you I'm my Nike Cortez, dog. I look appropriate. I don't look, hey, dog. I dress up with a reflection of what I am, homie. You know,
yeah,
I still wear my Dickie shorts creased up, my socks. Hey, dog, I do all that still, homie. That's why I say I love my culture, homie. I love it to what it is. That we evolve, yeah, we all evolve, homie. But that's just not us. That is not us, you know. And
Well,
once again,
to end it in the interview, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be a part two because everybody's going to want to ask you questions. Be sure to leave a question at the bottom if you want them to answer any questions. But I'm going to end the video like this. When you say who is us, are you talking about South, North, or Raza, period?
all Rasa period, dog. Cause they look, even the homies from up north, dog, you know, and I trust me, dog. Like I said, I've been places too, and where I see their parents, and this motherfucker got braids, sagging half the time on the yard. I mean, you see their parents, homie. Their parents are just like mine, straight paisas, homie, with their tejanas, their little hats, their boots. Their mom looks like India Maria. They still look paisa as hell, bro. You know what I mean? We come from a nice culture, beautiful culture, dog. There's no reason why we should try to imitate or embrace any, not embrace them, but imitate them or like, nah, bro, we come from nice. I mean, I'm saying it all for Rasa, up down California, from the top to the back to the south, dog. We're all good, homie. We don't need to be speaking like that, dog. There's no need for it. You know, us not using that word, homie, could alleviate a lot of headaches and a lot of situations, could prevent a lot of situations. I feel, you know, I
Yeah,
discourage myself.
I know. I've seen in certain situations on the yard. I was in a situation on the yard when I said the N word in front of a. He was an old school BGA, bro. Like he went. I don't know how he slipped through the cracks, but he was on the yard with us, and he was just he actually pulled me to the side and he broke it down like, look, bro, my people fought hard. Should not be called that word with the hard R. Just because my people say it doesn't mean it's right. He goes, so we're
Exactly.
not. He goes, if I'm against my own people saying that, I wouldn't want you to say it. But we wanted to put him on a half 60 because Marcelli, who was the authority in charge at the time, was half black. And he was like, man, that fool ain't going to come tell us what we can and can't say. So we were like almost on the verge of blasting him. And then the Bay Area car stepped in and was like, nah, bro, you guys can conduct yourself however you want. But it made me realize something. And I was like, man, maybe I don't need to be too comfortable with that word. But then I've
You
seen
know
it on social
exactly.
media. I mean, I've seen it on social media where a lot of that ethnic group will accept Mexicano saying it, but then there's a portion that says, "Hey, fool, like don't be saying that around me," and then it causes confrontation, and that can actually cause brown and black going at it.
Exactly. And then you know how it is, though. The media's always going to exploit it, homie. But if we were conducting ourselves with respect and respecting that that's their word, you know, that's their word, we could get a lot further, dog. Respect would take us a lot further any day of the week, homie. You know? Please and thank you, dog, and respecting that that's their word, homie. And even though, like you said, some are cool with it, there's a small percentage that's not, and that should still be respected, homie. That's not cool. That's just me once again, bro. You know,
No, I totally agree, man. I agree with you. And would you be willing to do a part two?
yeah, I'm down.
All right, so everybody, y'all heard the homie speech. This is my source. This is an individual that I trust, that I have a close friendship with. We talk on a daily basis, like just as friends. None of this
Yeah, yeah,
active
nothing else.
inact,
We man, dog. We man, homie. We're man, homie.
nothing as active versus inactive. Like we look past that already. We're grown, and we're able to create some of the best content that I've had on this channel with me and him collaborating together. So if you guys have any questions you guys want to ask him, leave them in the comment section, and I'll be sure to bring them back. So thank you for your time, bro, and I look forward to talking to you real soon.
All right, bro. Be safe.